In Edge Animate, we can assign actions right to specific objects that are part of our composition. So in this project, I have a simple animation. I'll click the spacebar to preview this. We have an apple that just drops down and bounces on the floor. What I want to do here is set an action on the actual apple itself. So I'll come up to the stage, select the apple, I'm going to right click, come down and choose Open Actions for Red Apple. And in here we can choose the event that we want to actually assign the action to. So in this case I'll choose Mouse Over. What I want to do here is set the text of the chalkboard when somebody rolls over the apple. So on the code snippets on the right hand side, I'm going to come over here and choose Set Element Text. The name of the element is actually text. So for the value, we're going to put in keeps the doctor away. Let's close this code window. Now in order to see this, we need to look at this in a browser, since we need the browser to interpret the JavaScript that's been written by Edge Animate. So let's come up to the File menu. Let's choose Preview in Browser. The animation will play. Now when I roll my mouse over the apple, we'll see that the text on the chalkboard changes. So now that that's working properly, let's add another action. Let's close our web browser. Let's come back to the stage. Let's right click on the apple again. When we come down and choose Open Actions for Apple, we'll see the actions that we already put in place. I'm going to get my cursor after the set text instruction. Let's hit a few returns and let's simply click Play Reverse. Let's close our code window. I'm going to hit Command Return to Preview in Browser. The apple drops into place. I'll get my cursor, I'll roll over this. Now the text on the chalkboard will change and the animation will play in reverse. So now we have two actions that are assigned to the apple by simply rolling over it. Let's close our browser window and add in one more instruction. So back on the main stage, select the apple. We'll right click and go into the actions again for the apple. So what I want to do here is not play this in reverse. So let's come in here and delete that. Let's keep the text change, but let's add another event trigger. So in the top left-hand corner here with the plus sign, let's click on this. Let's add a click event. So for the click event, we're going to come over here and choose Open URL. Let's replace adobe.com with lynda.com. Let's change _self to _blank so the link will open in a new window. And now that we're actually going to go over to the lynda.com website, let's go back to the mouse over action and all of the actions line up here. And instead of keeps the doctor away, let's change that text to visit our website. Once that's in place, let's close the code window. And there's one more thing we're going to want to change. Since the user can actually click on the apple and visit a website, we want to change the cursor to look like a pointer to indicate to the user that that is an interactive element. So with the apple selected, let's come over to the Properties panel. Down here under Image, we have this category here called Cursor. Let's click on this button here and let's assign the pointer tool. So when somebody rolls their mouse over the apple, they'll get a pointer tool. Command Return, preview this in a browser. The apple falls. I roll over it. I get a hand cursor. The text changes. And if I click, this will open a new browser window and bring us to the lynda.com website.